Hey, what's going on, everybody? Uh, I I really wanted to do a live stream, but I can't get enough. I can't get anybody actually. I mean, every now and then I'll get one or two or three people, but like my last live stream, I didn't get anybody on it. So, you know what? I'd rather do live streams and let you guys and be able to talk to you guys at the same time, and answer questions or see what you guys got to say. But YouTube just isn't going to allow it, I guess. Or you guys just don't want me to do it. One of the two, I don't know. But instead of doing that, I gotta do videos, and I gotta make sure they're short enough that you're willing to watch it. Because if they're too long, I know you don't watch it. So you don't want to listen to me for 30 minutes just to get one little point. I understand, but listening to me is how you're going to get that point. Got the point? Love you guys. But anyway, I've got several things I would like to do, but I had other things going on. Anybody want to help me sand on a Jeep? I'm still sanding that thing. I'm going to try to get all the body sanded down to where I'm down to where the rusted areas and stuff that I got to cut out, but get everything else sanded today, ready for at least first two coats of color. But I'm not going to do any color until I get the rust holes fixed, and I got to rebuild the bottom part of that door, that one door. By the time I cut the rust out, and I'm going to use chicken wire and fiberglass to do it. Don't believe me? Watch and see. It'll be on one of my channels. I assure you. I got 7. Anyway, I want to talk about this right here. Just want to tell you guys. I know they've been talking about it for decades because they've been talking about it all my life. Well, not all my life, but probably 40 years of it. Recycling. People it hadn't had that they aren't recycling anything that has to do with just normal garbage of a house. I assure you. Other than metals, anything metal, if you put it out by the curb around here, somebody will pick it up because there's a lot of scrappers around here who pick up metal things just to scrap it out. And metal is one of your biggest. Now I'm talking about something I wasn't ready to talk about yet, but let me make sure I mark it so I don't re-talk about it. But metals are one of your biggest things that are recycled. They can, they can take metal off of old cars and make new cars out of them. Many things out of them. But between the paper, plastic, and all the garbage that comes out of it, normal household, 2%, folks, is all that's be able to be recycled or recycled. Oh, no, I don't recyclable. That don't sound right. 2% is all that can be recycled. That's it. Rest of it's got to be done something with, and they're not burning it today. Now, when I was a kid, that's how we got rid of our trash. We had a 55-gallon drum. My dad said, and we lived in a city. Everybody had drums that they burned their trash in, 55-gallon drums. We had ours sitting at the very back of the property, and had concrete steps going down to it. And once or twice a year, because we had a lot of rain and everything, those barrels would rust out, and we'd have to clean it, get rid of the old one, and put a new one in. But we burned all of our trash. Everything went in to the 55-gallon drum and was burned. I used to have to stand out there and make sure it all burned. But you can't do that stuff today. 2%, folks, is all that's recyclable because it costs too much. Because it costs too much. How much are wars? How much wars cost? Nobody's worried about that cost. I got spiders and stuff. Most of your plastic, folks, I don't care what they tell you, cannot be recycled. Some very small percentages of plastic bottles, plastic anything, bags, anything can be recycled. They can only be burned to get rid of them, but then you're putting poison in the air. That's what they say. We used to have paper sacks, burned them right in the trash can. That's a fact. Hey, guys. Oh, I gotta say this. I know where I'm at. I don't have the hat because it's getting hot, it's getting cold, getting hot, getting cold. Today we got up, it was in the 40s. I've had both of these little heaters running, but I got the one on right now on me right now. It's actually, well, it says it's 78 right here next to the thermometer, but back over there it isn't 70. It's probably in the 50s. But the hat, summertime, the hat's got to go. It's too heavy, too thick. It makes my head sweat. So I take it off in the summertime. It's time to take it off. They decided that they could make more money making everything cheaper. Make it out of plastic. We even got these machines that you can form it inside. You can form whatever you want inside them now with plastics. Isn't it? Are they making it out of metal now? Is that being done with metal now? I don't know. It could be. But they decided, let's just make everything throw it away. Well, once you throw it away, where's it going? That's the question that no one can answer. Where's it going? This is with everything, folks. Everything. The cars are throwaway cars. Your phones. It's a throwaway phone. It's traded in every 2 years because it won't last more than 2 years. Now, I was going to talk about this too, but I used to be a VCR repairman. Serious. I know you guys in your 30s and 40s, or no, 30s, 20s and 30s, never heard of the VCR repairman. I could go anywhere in this country and make money fixing VCRs. That's a fact. Anywhere. Small town, big town, it doesn't matter. I could go anywhere. Because the small towns, like up in Colorado when I was up there and up in Wyoming, they were if their VCRs broke. Now, back in the day, folks, when VCRs first came out, it started off with Betamax, then it went to VHS, but out back in them small towns, there weren't nobody back there that could fix them. So they had to ship them off to California or Texas or somewhere on the East Coast, somewhere, a big city somewhere where people were actually doing repairs. But them VCRs were $1,500, $2,000, $2,500. In some cases, $2,500, them high dollar ones. Oh, as high as $5,000, I want to say, because they had multi-channel for the stereo system and all that. You could hook everything into it. But the thing with a VCR is it was about, I'd say, 15% electronic, and the rest of it was mechanical. Mechanical. And many of the parts that I used to fix one would fix many other VCRs as well. So I didn't have to have a big old van load of parts to carry around. No, there was a few parts that I knew. And let me see if I'm going to tell you about. Oh, okay. I was going to tell you about this anyway. Those parts were rubber drives. They would on a wheel. Whether it's the power wheel that would make everything do either run forward, burn backwards, and all that. It was rubber drives. I ain't playing with you. That would fix 70% of the problems you had with a VCR. If it was eating tapes, the rubber drives got hard and glazed over, and they're slick. They're not grabbing. They're not playing. They're not running right. Just go in there and replace all them little rubber drives. Now, you had to know how to take it apart to replace them and do that, but it was mechanical, not electrical. So I went many places after I got trained to do that in Arizona by a company I was working for, as a matter of fact. I could go anywhere and make money. Just by going, I don't know if you guys remember, what was it, Box, or you could go to these stores and rent VCRs or CD player or DVD players. You know, you could go there, rent them, and rent movies too for a weekend or whatever. If you didn't have one, okay, those stores alone, I could walk into all them stores and say, look, I'm going to be in town. I do VCR repairs if you want. And I would even make up a flyer that they could hang on their walls and stuff around their store. And people would bring their VCRs into that store and pile them up for me to come in. I'd tell her I'll be here on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going to fix them while I'm here. If I can't fix them while I'm here, those few I will take with me, fix them, bring them back. If I had to get some parts or something for it, I had enough stuff that I could fix them all there. And I'd go in there on a Saturday and there'd be 50 of them. I'd also set it up where you could bring your VCR in to me and wait while I fixed it. And if I got it working, then they would rent tapes. That's a fact, folks. I'm not lying to you. But that's back when they made stuff to last. They made it to last, folks. Change some rubber drives. It's like changing the tires on your car. And your $2,000, $5,000, $1,000 machine, instead of buying another one, you can get it fixed for $110. What would you do? Let's see. Talking about the phones. The phones today. I can't get 2 years out of one without having problems with it in some way. Now, yes, today we use a phone for just like this, doing this video. It does many things. And if one thing stops, you can't use it for nothing. It's a paperweight. Back in the day, when I was a kid, we had phones. I picked up a rotary dial phone, smacked a guy twice my size in the face, cut his eye wide open, and stopped him from wanting to beat the hell out of me. Rotary dial phone weighed about 7-8 pounds. And I was trying to get away from him. And like I said, twice my size. I'm trying to get out of it. I was in a house trying to get out. And I picked up that phone and nailed him with it. They used that phone for years after that. It had a cord on it. Swing it like a whip. Let's see here. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting all this stuff in here. Most stuff they make today, folks, don't last no time. No time, man. You can go out there and buy some furniture. If it ain't solid wood, it ain't gonna last. If it's made out of this particle board and crap they making furniture out of, our furniture, we bought brand new stuff when we moved into this place 7 years ago. It's time to replace it, or not 7. We've been here 5, going on 6 years ago. And we bought it when we moved in. It's time to replace it. Now, it's got all the, where the legs come up and everybody on the couch and love seat can kick back in a recliner. You know, it's got all that. But it's made out of little thin metals and stuff. It particle board and covered with some foam and fabric. It ain't made to last. Come on. Vehicles. I'll tell you what, right now, we got a 2017 Ford Escape out there at my wife's car. 2017, if we wreck either one of them, we'll get the same money. If I wreck my XJ right now, somebody hit me and totaled it, they'd give me somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000. And that's about the same thing they would give us for my wife's 2017. Same thing. My Jeep, 26 years old, 1998. 27 years old. I don't know. You do the math. I'm not doing it. I'm doing a video. I'm busy. Let's see. All right, I said that. So, talking about all this, in my lifetime, and what's today's date? Think I didn't even look. It could be my birthday. 14th of May. 61 years. I've been around. And I guarantee you, the trash has quadrupled coming out of these houses, coming out of everybody's homes. The stuff, but I do take cardboard and I separate cardboard because I'll tell you what, folks, we get so much stuff coming to this front door in boxes that I could build a town out of cardboard. So that's the only thing I separate from anything else, other than I keep wood and metal and stuff like that. I don't scrap it. I save it. I'll use it on something somewhere. Heck, I dig metal up out of the ground. Found some gold, too. But the trash has quadrupled, folks. It's quadrupled. Had to. Where do you guys think it's going? Where are they taking it to? What are they doing with it? There's a country that knows what to do with it and how to make electricity out of it. Maybe they ought to be listening to them. And that's another video. But it costs too much money. They're out to make money. Make stuff as cheap as crap that they can make, put it on the shelf. They know you will buy it. They know you will buy the newest garbage they put out. Whether it's killing you or not, you'll buy it. Well, that's on us, folks. That's on us. And that's why nothing lasts. We want cheapest. You can go out there today, buy a brand new phone. 6 months from now, that brand new phone, top of the line phone, pay $3,000 for the doggone thing. 6 months from now, it's outdated. Then it's got to be updated all the time. So you don't know what they're doing when they're updating your phone. Are they downdating it so it don't last 2 years? What are they doing, folks? Answer my questions, please. It's just old man thinking. I know what they're doing. I just want to see if you know what they're doing. And yes, I know my flat top isn't flat right now because it's getting there. I need to have it flattened up. But God loves you. I love you. Jesus couldn't show you any more love than what he did. He couldn't, possibly. And all I can tell you is if you're not seeking him, and you're not trying to build that relationship. If you're living for this world, I don't even know what's going on in your head. I'm doing stuff like this because I'm living in peace. I have no fear of all this stuff that's going on. I have no fear of what it's going to do to me because I'm not leaving here till God and Jesus decide I'm leaving this earth. And that, or if some crazy man really wants to take me out, they can try. They can try. Don't mean that will happen. I don't believe I'm leaving here until Jesus says it's time. You guys figure it out for yourselves. It took me 61 years. It's today the 14th. Might be my birthday. Did I say that? I didn't mark it up. Love you guys. Till the next one.